Good day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Atari 2600 gameplay, also known as the Atari VCS. So I've got a game here that I have never played before. It is Spacechase from 1982 by Apollo. And it seems to be a straightforward shoot 'em up. Graphics are quite nice looking. And I played it just long enough. I started it just long enough to verify that the sounds should be okay, and basically let myself die immediately, so I didn't really do any shooting or anything. And there are a whole bunch of game variations, which is not at all uncommon. Let me bring those up here. And so you can see here that there are 24 variations, basically 1 and 2 players, so 12 of each. And then within each, you have the option of setting the number of heat-seeking missiles that the enemies fire at you. The difficulty level, 1, 2, or 3, daytime and nighttime, so a matrix there. And this game that I'm about to start playing, and I need to remember to turn this image off because I've made that mistake before, is just on variation 1, which is basically the easiest of all the settings. So easy. Fire doesn't do it, and difficulty, left difficulty B is what I want for easiness. You can change your difficulty settings with the difficulty switches as well as the game variations. Alright, so I am the... what did I just... crap, I thought I was starting the game. Now I have to go around the variations. Back to 1. There's the game start. Alright, so I can move up and down a little bit. Fair bit, I guess. They're not really shooting very hard, are they? Oh, there we go. I guess it's up to me to make to draw first blood. Ooh, a little bit random-y movement. There we go. Nice. Oh, and the instructions say that you get an extra ship basically at 10,000. Actually, it tells it in kind of an interesting way. It says that... Oh, they are heat-seeking missiles. I didn't see any heat-seeking... You bastards. I didn't see any heat-seeking... Oh, they're not all heat... Oh, I get it. Some of them are heat-seeking. Okay. So that's your frequency and the difficulty of how many heat-seeking missiles. So how do you avoid those? Do you have to shoot them? Maybe? It talks about the extra ships as being the time it's going to take for reinforcements to arrive from wherever, Earth probably, is approximately 10,000 points. I thought that was kind of clever. Oh, I can shoot more than one. Well, that changes things a little bit, doesn't it? I think I can shoot the enemy shots, actually. So not super challenging on this. Oh yeah, see, I'm shooting some of their shots. I'm getting points for it. Alright, that's cool. So I think this game is going to be basically the same until I achieve 10,000 points. Which I may or may not successfully do, or I may not have the patience to actually do. We'll see. About a third of the way there now. And I can't hit the broadside of a barn, although I am hitting some shots by accident. And that was a heat seeker, and that's the game. And that's the game. Okay, well that's alright. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see if some of the game variations make it interesting. Let's see, we can have the next step of difficulty probably is the heat-seeking missiles. Or is it level 2? No, it's probably heat-seeking missiles. And then level 1 difficulty, level 2 difficulty, level 3 difficulty. Well, you know what? I'll go up in terms of the game select matrix. So the next one up, level 2 difficulty, will be game variation 3 for 1 player. There we go. Oh, and there's even more baddies. So I am shooting some of the bullets completely accidentally. Enemy bullets, that is. The manual mentions that the next level of difficulty kicks in at 40,000 points, which seems like a lot. Now, to be good enough to survive that long is perhaps unlikely. But I'll play for a little bit here, see how... Now, I guess what would make this more interesting? Variation in the enemy craft. Enemy ships would be, or enemies. They don't really look like ships in this case. Oh, bugger! They look like alien heads. Smiley alien heads, kinda. Oh, you dirty rat. Okay. Oh, wow. I suck. Okay, level 2 difficulty is more difficulter. Alright, variant 5 will be level 3 difficulty, 1 player. Daytime battle. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, now they're smaller again. Hopefully that sound isn't too overpowering. I think the levels look okay. Oh, you bastard. Oh, come on. I feel like I shot that bullet. Okay, if you die, you start a wave all over again. You don't really continue from where you left off, which is okay since you're only talking about 4 to 6 enemies. Okay, I am less good at this. Apparently, I was reading, there was you could send $100 to the company that made this game, and they would send you a version of a cartridge that was, let me find it was called the monogrammed edition. Limited personalized edition in which your mothership explodes with your initials. For $99.95, $100. You could have a custom version made that would flash your initials, 3 letters and or numbers every time your ship was hit. It's unknown how many were made. So far, the only one that has been found was made for former Electronic Games co-founder Arnie Katz, or Cates with a K. So that's cool. $100 in 1981 or 82, I guess. Was a hell of a lot more than $100 is today. And I today would hesitate to spend $100 on something like that, but anyway. Alright, so let's go to difficulty level 1 with maximum heat-seeking missiles. So bigger enemy ships. Haven't seen too many heat-seeking missiles yet, as in I haven't seen any. Come on. How not to play this game. Don't hit anything. I'm actually trying. That was close. There we go. Oh, come on. That was a poor decision on my part to reverse back, thinking that I could slide under the shots that were already on their way. So to deliberately shoot the enemy shots, I think, is pretty tough, because they're the same size as your own shots, so you have to line it up. You have to line it up perfectly. Now that I'm looking at it and thinking about it, I see the shots for the player emerge from the left side of the nose. I doubt you'd have much time to think about that, though. Oh, I just shot one by accident there. I haven't seen any heat seekers. I wonder if that kicks in after a certain point threshold. If so, 3000 doesn't seem to be the threshold. Or is it just more no, heat seekers definitely chase the ship. I've seen that, so I'm not quite sure if the shot volume from the enemies might be higher. Then I'm not sure. I'd have to play the two back to back to be a little more comfortable saying one way or the other. Oh, first death, I think. Those little random jags that the enemies make. Oh, come on! I thought I was clear of that. I thought I was clear of that shot. The little random jags. Is that the end? Oh, I guess that's the end. All right, we'll go to version 9, which is level 2 difficulty, maximum heat-seeking missiles. Smaller enemies, faster moving. I think faster moving as well. Oh, bastard. Come on. I'm trying, I swear, I'm trying. Hard to tell. Come on. Like I was saying, the little random jaggy motions they make sometimes make it pretty tough to hit them. Also, you have to be pretty precise, actually. Oh, scheisse. Okay, I think that last explosion is a little more pronounced when it's game over. So version 11, variant 11, will be level 3 with maximum heat seeking. I haven't seen any heat seeking. So again, maybe that's after a certain point threshold. Not quite sure what triggers that. Come on. Jeez. I swear to you, I am trying to hit those little bastards on the bottom row. Gotta get the timing down. And that, oops. And that obviously will come with experience playing, but... Oh, jeez, okay. Now then, there's the nighttime missions. So I doubt I'll go through every variant with nighttime missions, but let's try a couple here. 13 will be the easiest of those. And why nighttime just means a dark planet? Is that harder somehow? I don't... I don't feel like this is any harder. Are the points less for the enemies? I feel like they are. I think they are. Yeah, they're 125. Pretty sure they're 250 on a normal, on the daytime. Okay, well, let me, Oh, I don't know. Let's go to 23, which is the hardest of the nighttime ones. That didn't last very long. Oh, gee whiz. Golly gee willikers, Batman. I'm going to play that again. That was not a very long game. I feel like my shots are going right through those lower down enemies. Don't have much time to react to the shots. Definitely hard. If anything... Okay, is that it? I think that's it. Alright, just for funsies, let's go back to game variant 1 and check the speed and points. Oh no, they're only 125. Okay, never mind. But the so if I go to game variant 11, that'll be the equivalent of the night one that was the hardest in the day mode. So first of all, the enemies start shooting immediately, whereas they don't in day mode, or at least not right out the... Well, maybe they didn't in night mode either. When you first start, the enemies seem to give you the courtesy of waiting until you shoot first, which probably isn't a terrible thing. Yeah, it's about the same. It's very, very much about the same. So the day-night thing is just a color change as far as I can tell, unless there's something else that happens further into the game. Alright, well, that's okay. Interesting. Not like super compelling, but the graphics are nice and it plays just fine. A decent game that I never knew was a thing before today. So, that's going to do it for this one. My look at Spacechase. One word. I thank you for watching. You take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.